Very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Punshani Abhidasingh. As always, let's start off with a look at your headlines. Commuters severely inconvenienced by the railway employees' strike. Minister Reginald Kure says the economy cannot be taken forward only through large-scale development projects. Egypt is bracing for a day of fresh protests as opposition leaders consider a call for dialogue by President Mohamed Morsi. Starting off with local news now, opposition leader of the Kolonava Urban Council, Chandrasiri Dias, passed away this morning. Dias suddenly fell ill while attending the budget meeting of the Kolonava Urban Council this morning and passed away a short while later. The budget proposal of the Kolonava Urban Council was due to be presented today. However, it has been postponed due to the sudden demise of the opposition leader. Chandrasiri, who was 67 years old at the time of his demise, was a father of two. Chandrasiri Dias previously served as the chairman of the Kolonava Urban Council on 3 separate occasions. Thousands of passengers have been severely inconvenienced by the 24-hour strike launched by railway workers at midnight yesterday. Our correspondent stated that the worst affected were the office workers.
This is the situation that was witnessed at the Maradana train station this morning. Our correspondent stated that the entry points to the platforms remained closed this morning owing to the strike. The usually bustling Fort Railway Station was deserted today owing to the strike. Railways Operating Superintendent L.A.R. Ratnayaka stated that steps were taken to run several office-hour trains. From morning, there have been no trains from Ramukkana and Kandy. This is the only train that arrived. Passengers who usually travel in 10 different trains travelled in this train today. We don't care about strikes. All we want is transport. This was the situation at some of the other train stations in the island. Buses were overflowing with passengers owing to the train strike.
The Ministry of Prison Reform and Rehabilitation says that the police will be assigned to provide special security when taking criminal offenders from prison to courts. Secretary to the Ministry G.S. Vithanage said that police or police special task force security will be obtained upon the request of the prison superintendent as and when required. Speaking further, the Ministry Secretary said that all automatic weapons issued to outstation prisons have been handed over to the security forces. These weapons have been replaced with repeater guns. Local and foreign tourists could once again witness the beauty of the Dung in the waterfall up front.
On the 1st of November, the access road to the Dung in the waterfall was shut down due to the threats of landslides. According to the Badula District Assistant Director ELM Uday Kumar, the access road was reopened this morning as the landslide threat had now eased. He added that the decision to reopen the road was taken following an inspection that was carried out yesterday. However, Uday Kumar noted that tourists will not be allowed to venture too close to the waterfall.
Minister of Education Bandula Gunawardena says that the education sector in the country does not create individuals who are suited to meet the demands of the job market. He made this statement during a function at Dharmaraj College in Kandy yesterday.
A special function was held yesterday to distribute school textbooks for 2013 at the Dharmaraj College Auditorium in Kandy.
විද්‍යාලයට කලා උපාධාරීන් ලෙස වැඩි පිරිසක් ඇතුල් වෙනවා. අනික් අය සමාජගත වෙනවා. දැන් එයාට රැකියාවක් අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා.
Many students enter university through the arts stream. When they enter society, they require jobs. There are plenty of jobs in this economy. However, our education sector does not create individuals who are suited to meet the demands. There are virtually no jobs for students of the arts stream. If there are no jobs to give these children who pass out of universities, if the education system does not create suitable candidates for the required fields, then there is an imbalance with unemployment increasing and there is social unrest. This could lead to a youth uprising.
Two spill gates each have been opened at the Rajangana Reservoir in Anuradhapura and the Thabboa Reservoir in Putlam. Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipilli, stated that awareness was created among the area residents in this regard since yesterday. Kodipilli stated that they are keeping an eye as to whether the Eluan Kulama road will be inundated owing to the spill gates of the Rajangana Reservoir being opened. The U.S. company Golden Spike announced yesterday that it plans to offer manned space flights to the surface of the moon by 2020.
It's one small step for man.
The company made the announcement on the eve of the 40th anniversary of the launch of Apollo 17, which was the last manned mission to the moon. The founders of the company, including former NASA executive Alan Stern and former Apollo flight director Gary Griffin, discussed the company's plans for the future at a National Press Club briefing in Washington, D.C. Golden Spike estimates that each two-man mission to the moon will cost approximately $1.4 billion US. Stern, the company's CEO, said that there are numerous countries that could be interested in a manned trip to the moon.
Our vision is to create a reliable and affordable U.S.-based commercial human lunar transportation system that enables the exploration of the moon by humans from virtually any nation or any corporation or any individual wishing to accomplish objectives on the moon, including activities based around science, around business, around national prestige, and personal accomplishment.
And on sports news this afternoon, the Netherlands, Pakistan, India and host Australia booked their semi-final berths at the Hockey Champions Trophy in Melbourne yesterday.
Against New Zealand, the Netherlands found the going relatively straightforward, scoring goals in each half, handing them a 2-0 win. The Dutch players will take on Pakistan, who are involved in the shock of the day when they scalped defending Olympic champions Germany 2-1. The second semi-final will be between India, who overcame a spirited Belgium side, and defending champions Australia. India, who came into the tournament rated as the 11th team in the world, got past their European opponents thanks to a goal in the first half and were indebted to a string of fine saves from the stopper. Australia, the winner of the last 4 tournaments, will prove a stiffer test in the last 4 as they brushed England aside with a 2-0 win thanks to goals from Jamie Dwyver and Christopher Quillo.
European soccer's governing body UEFA announced yesterday that the European Football Championship in 2020 will be staged in cities across the continent to spread the financial load of hosting the tournament.
2020 Euro final tournament will be staged in various major cities throughout Europe, following a decision taken today. The decision to stage this Euro for Europe rather than a tournament in just 1 or 2 host cities or host countries, follows an initial idea by the UEFA president Michel Platini in June of this year. The main point is really to give more cities, more countries the possibility to host a celebration European Championship, a Euro for Europe, to the whole of Europe.
Going back to one of our local news now. Minister of Small Export Crops Promotion Reginald Kure says that the economy cannot be taken forward only through large-scale development projects. The minister said this during a function in Panadura yesterday.
A program was organized by the Ministry of Small Export Crops Promotion to distribute cashew saplings under the Devinagum program yesterday. The event was held under the auspices of Minister Reginald Kure. We hope to produce arak from cashew. It cannot be a sin. If arak could be produced from sugarcane and coconut, there is no reason why it could be bad to produce it from cashew. However, no matter what you produce it from, if it is wrong, it is wrong. We have brought up our economy to a growth level of 7.8. In this development journey, we speak of large-scale projects, large-scale expressways, airports, ports, sports stadia, bridges and large conference halls. But the economy cannot be taken forward merely with these large-scale projects.
මහා ක්‍රීඩාංගන අති දීර්ඝ පාලම් නේද මේවා ගැන තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ මහා සම්මන්ත්‍රණ ශාලා නමුත් ආර්ථිකය ඔය මහා වැඩ වලින් විතරක් ඉස්සරහට ගෙනියන්න බෑ.
And this afternoon on Entertainment First, we bring you a sneak preview of the latest installment of the Star Trek saga, releasing on the 17th of May 2013. This is Star Trek Into Darkness.
You think your world is safe. It is an illusion. A comforting lie told to protect you. Enjoy these final moments of peace. For I have returned to have my vengeance. So, shall we begin?
Thank you very much for joining our lunchtime news today. Take care.